What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are playing Hoard of the Dragon Queen. And Gizmo Storm is our wonderful DM, and he's been doing a great job for this being his first time DMing. Last week we had a bit of a kerfuffle, and he got really thrown into the deep end of things. So I'm gonna turn it over to him to review. All right, Gizmo, you take it away. Yeah, Spartan, shut up.
Fine.
Cough.
All right. Quick recap. You guys basically shattered the #1 rule of don't break up the party. Lou went running after you guys' last encounter. Rano went berserk, and Asifa is now dead. Crow managed to get everyone out of there. So, Crow's still heading towards
Thank you for the race of dark.
Elturel. Rano, what are you going to do? We left you sitting by the riverside.
After reclaiming the axe from the river and the initial panic of being separated from it abates, he's left to sit there and kind of think about, what have I done? And he straps the axe on his back, and then starts heading off towards Elturel, since that's where the party went, and I have to try and reconcile with them.
Crow, are you going to try to make the remaining 4 days in one shot without stopping, or are you going to stop somewhere?
We're going to have to stop, because it's not just us. The horses need rest too. It does nobody any good if the horses keel over and die while trying to transport us. So I'm going to try and find somewhere safe to make camp. After, a little bit on the road, hopefully Roland will wake up and he can help. But that's about all I've got planned.
Okay. Rano, as you are following the direction that you know the party headed, in front of you, you can see that there are some kobolds and cultists also heading in that same direction. They have not noticed you. They're basically, it looks like they're following someone that just recently traveled through this road.
Mm-hmm. How many of them?
You can see that there's 3, maybe 4 cultists, half a dozen kobolds, and it looks like they've got a couple drakes with them, but at the distance you are, you can't tell if they're ambushed or guard.
Alright. I'm gonna keep my distance, try and stay hidden, and then as long as I'm gonna kind of follow them, but not really. It all depends on if the way that they are going is also going to Elturel. Like, I'm less concerned about what this group is doing than I am regrouping with my guys.
Right now you are traveling along the only main road that goes into Elturel.
Great. Then yeah, I'm gonna keep my distance, try to stay hidden, keep an eye on them.
Okay, after stopping for the night and benefiting from a long rest,
off, wake up. Shit, I only use one spell.
Oh, where are we at?
From where you are, it looks like you guys can all hear me, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, I'll just check because I just saw Crow's message in chat.
It's because he's British.
Hey, there we go. Sorry about that.
Did I fix your issue?
It seemed to. It said no route a couple of times first, and then it tried again and logged in.
Yeah, see, it really was because he's British.
Maybe.
That good old overseas connection.
All right,
Yup.
Crow. Basically, what you missed then was you guys stopped for the night, benefited from a long rest. For the people at the camp, can I get a perception check, please?
Yes, you can.
Those are some watchful rolls.
They have a fire there,
Yes.
so in the dark I would be able to see them illuminated by the fire.
It is morning time. They are just getting up from the long rest, and you can, Rano, from where you are, you know where the cultists and that are, and apparently they found their prey.
Yep. Okay. What to do with this new information? Yeah, I know what to do. We're gonna throw this. Oh my god, that that stat block helps if I said that. Okay, we are going to throw this right there, and this would be pretty loud because the ice knife, it detonates and explodes.
Yep.
So the attack is against this one right here. So he would take the 13 piercing, and then all three would have to make the dex save or take the fork. Wait a minute. Higher level should add to the cold, not the piercing. What the hell is that? Yeah, the cold damage increases. So it's 8 cold, 9 piercing. Anyway, doesn't matter. Assuming that would alert the party. And then as they look, I'm gonna shout, "Ambush!"
And the party should now be able to see the ambush.
Yep. Crow will very quickly hop to his feet and draw his tanto and shortbow.
Roland's showing his short sword and yelling that Rondo's found us, and he's brought friends with him as well.
Yep, I was just getting to that. Thank you.
I got you, Doc. I think this kobold here is super dead, though. Oh no, he could pass it. Because it's... Oh no, 5 feet to target. My bad. Alright, never mind.
Well, it should be pretty obvious. I need initiatives.
God, it's such a weird angle.
Alright, the ambush strikes are first, and since they can't
You guys hear that fan?
surprise attack, since that kind of got broken, they're going to rush the party that they're chasing. The second one is going to take the dash action, so it can get in range. The one next to Roland,
There we go. That's even better.
Miss.
Angry Crow, it is your turn.
Okay. Crow's just going to step down here, and he's going to attempt to attack the one next to Roland with his tongue. Just try and slide it up through its throat. That's probably going to be a mess.
That attack missed.
Okay. He's going to use a bonus action to give it, attempt to give it an arm.
And that hit.
Okay, and then he's going to move a little bit. And that'll end his turn.
Almost.
It is now the cultist's turn. Knowing that they just got hit from behind, two of them are going to move in that direction to try and cut Rano off. And they're going to take the dash action to get right up next to you. And the last cultist will take the dash action to get up next to Roland. Roland, it is your turn.
All right. With the guy right here next to me, I'm going to slash at him with my short sword.
And that one that just rushed you dies.
All right, and then I'll do a follow up with my second short sword at the one below me here.
I did. I
And that
put
also
a link in
hits.
the Discord. Let me
And
see if
that's
I can pull it up real quick.
Okay, Rano, what would you like to do?
Must protect my friends. I have no idea what I want to do, actually. Okay. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere. Putting it here. And then ramming into the furthest cultist. 3. Shitting me right now. Alright, yep.
Is there a save for that, or straight?
It's dex save. I don't know why I didn't. That's pass. It's half damage on a save. I know. He's feeling it now. And after casting the sphere, going to pull out the axe. And we're gonna cut this guy. No, I'm not. But I have disadvantage. I shouldn't have disadvantage. But 9 is still a miss, so wow.
Alright. It is the kobold's turn.
What in the fuck?
Alright, first attack is at Crow.
It's
What's
a
up, Steve?
miss.
How you doing?
Next two attacks are at Roland.
Love your face.
Pass.
Who's texting me? Oh, it's
And
extra
then
life.
next attacks at Ron.
Is that the 17?
Yes, it is.
Alright, hit me for 6.
Yep.
Oh.
I stopped rolling the others because I need the wisdom save, please. You passed. Second attack.
Uh-huh.
And the save. And third attack.
Miss.
Alright, it is now the ambush Drake's turn.
I'm good if we survive this fight.
The first one is going to
That's a
attack
lot of shit.
Roland.
And we're down 3 players. I'm pretty sure we die here. Although these guys
And
are
the
weak
second
sauce, so I
attack
can hit 'em.
at Angry Crow.
That's a miss.
Angry Crow, it is your turn.
All right. So as the ambush
Ooh.
drake lunges towards him, he just kind of darts around to the side and lunges at the one beneath Roll. I'm just going to try and give him a good old stabbing.
That was good.
And with that good old stabbing, that one dies.
Okay, and just rolling back round up here, he's going to continue his attack on the ambush drake above him.
Greeting, Astro. Welcome back.
And that misses.
Okay, that'll end his turn.
Now, I need both of these guys to miss me right
And
here.
there's only 2 cultists. So they're
Williamson's
both going to
one of the
attack
missing.
Rhino.
You said you want that to go to... Oh, that's a hit. It's DC 10, right? Nope. I'm Berserk.
Yep, that is a fail. The second one is still going to attack you.
No, not that one. Grr. Yep.
Roland, it is your turn.
All right, I'm going to move up and then slash out with my short swords on this drake.
And that hits.
And if it's still standing,
Drive by
Thank you.
wondrous items. Good luck tonight, guys.
Thank you so very much. Guys, I didn't know if you were aware or not, but cheering through the month of
And
June,
that also hits. And yes,
not
it's
only
still
do you
standing.
unlock special pride emojis for random people in the chat, but you also
Toronto, it
help
is
raise
your
money
turn.
for the Trevor Project. So, by all means, keep them biddies coming. All right. Well, I don't get an option anymore. I have to attack.
And that misses.
Yep. That's it. I can't do anything else. I can't. Oh, wait. No, I can. Shit. All right, you go on.
What else did you have?
Well, the axe is cursed. You have to use your attack to make the attack action. Moving closest to the extra one. It doesn't say that I have to end my bonus actions. So I guess I would healing word myself.
All right, heal for 11.
That's a strong healing word.
Life cleric, baby.
Life cleric. Yeah.
I don't have any pride emojis. Make me sad.
All right, kobolds are done moving. First two attacks are at Ronald.
I do have one. First one hits. I'm already berserk.
Yep. Next two are at Angry Crow.
What was the... Oh, 14.
Well, they would both hit, but on the first one, I'm going to use deflect missiles and catch it.
More ammunition. That's lame.
All right, and the last two are at Roland. All right, and the second one's at disadvantage because it's beyond the 30 range.
That one hit.
All right, it is the ambush drake's turn, and it's going to attack Angry Crow.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a definite hit.
Well, what would you like to do about that getting definitely hit?
Yeah, Crow doesn't like that at all. So he's going to go ahead and try and give this guy a stab. He feels like he's earned it.
Inspiration.
Oh. Yeah, I should have paid attention to that.
All right, and that does hit, and it kills that ambush drake.
Awesome. And then Crow is going to go ahead and back off up here a bit. And that'll end his turn.
All right, two cultists left. Both attacks are at Ronald.
Both miss.
Roland.
All right, I'm putting one short sword away, and then launching an Eldritch Blast at this one. Nope, no sneak attack. Pass the whip on it. And that's it.
And that one died.
I'll
Ronald?
use my inspiration to gain advantage. And then chop.
And the first one of the cultists down there dies.
I don't think I have anything else that I can cast as a bonus action. Let me just check real quick. Where is it? Bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna go invisible. Invisible berserker. Rah rah. Oh nope.
Alright, it is now the kobold's turn. Losing their target, these ones are going to take the dash action.
Am I looking
Up
forward to
over
the
this
holiday?
way.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, we have a lot of fun stuff planned, and it's good to finally get away. But I'm also kind of nervous. You know, it's been
Those two are going to move
ages
closer.
since I've been
for
actually
attacking the
offline
crow.
for an extended period of time, and then
The
doing
first two
this.
attacks are at Angry Crow.
Yeah, as part of the community and as like a
The
job.
first one's a miss, and I'll deflect
kinda
missiles
scary.
on the second one, which will just catch it.
It's
Oh,
I don't know.
don't have sneak attack, but still 14.
And the one that didn't dash is going to attack Roland.
Miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angry Crow, what would you like to do?
All right. Well, Crow's gonna come down here. He's just gonna rush down with his tanto out, lunging at the one directly beneath him.
And that one died.
All right. And then he's gonna go ahead and kind of spin around on his heel and try and kick the other goblin.
Kick him.
And the kick misses.
Okay, he's gonna keep moving. And that'll end his turn.
Alright, it is the cultist's turn. Since he cannot see a target down here, he is going to take the dash action and move towards the main party.
Oh ho ho ho.
Yep, I'm waiting for the roll before I
Yep.
move him.
Just like the Predator, I'm gonna jump out of invisibility and attack.
He gets a step away and dies.
Good. Good.
Roland, it is your turn.
Okay, Roland's rushing in with his short sword and swinging at him.
And that missed.
And that's it.
Rano, it is your turn. No targets in range. Berserk wears off.
Yep. Start your turn. No one in range. Yeah. I was just checking. I was like, is it start or end of turn? So, seeing that, I can kind of come back to my senses, I'm going to run forward the 30 feet. And yeah, I'm going to healing word on no, I'm not. I can kind of see this one here behind the bush. I'm not too concerned if I miss, because even if I miss, the ice knife should still explode. I should not have advantage. So it's 13 versus AC. well. All right. I'm done.
Alright, it is the kobold's turn. That one's gonna move up there. And those two on top are both gonna shoot at Angry Crow.
Okay, they both miss.
The one by the bush didn't know where the ice blast came from, but he's just gonna take a shot at Roland.
All right. I'm going to use my gloves of missile snaring to catch it.
Those are a thing that we have now.
Yep. And the last one is going to attack at Roland.
Miss.
And Angry Crow, it is now your turn.
Okay, so Crow's going to move up. Move up to this one, again, rushing forward, lunge at it with his Tanto out.
And that one dies.
All right. And then he's going to use his inspiration for his second attack
Yeet.
and try and unarmed strike against the other one.
And that one also dies.
Ah.
Sweet. After that, Crow's going to come down and engage the kobold down here, and that'll end his turn.
Roland, it is your turn.
All right. I'm swinging at this one with my short sword.
And shouldn't come as a surprise, it is dead.
And then from there, I will block this one off from here. That's it.
Rano, what would you like to do?
Run forward 20 feet. See the two of them standing there with the last kobold. And I'm going to try to hit the kobold with a, where'd it go? Produce flame.
And that last kobold dies.
As the last kobold dies, I'm going to hold my hands up, like kind of shakily, like almost like Chris Pratt when he's trying to keep the velociraptors. Like, hold, guys. Hey, I'm okay now.
Well, you're not charging it as swinging that thing, but I heard you going a little bit wild earlier.
As long as I keep my distance, I should be fine.
About how far of a distance?
I don't know. It's very strange when it takes hold of me. Everything I see. Well, don't you worry about that. It's like I can't see clearly. Everything becomes an enemy, and until everyone around me is gone, it continues. So I will stay behind. As soon as we get to town, we'll try to find a cleric or a priest, someone that can get rid of this cursed axe. But in the meantime, I will keep my distance. And I am truly sorry for harming all of you.
You see Crow standing there, very poignantly mulling it over, making a big show of it. And then he turns and looks over at Roland and says, "Well, it would make an interesting twist if the friend who turned foe overcame his affliction and once again became a friend."
Is Isifa okay? Last I seen, she was unconscious, and you guys had stolen her away.
Isifa is not okay. Isifa
Well,
has
where is she? I could
unfortunately
use some
passed
of
on.
my... What?
It seems in your rage, you and your desperation to recover the axe, you took it upon yourself to stop bashing her head in with the mace that you've got there. Even
No.
well after she'd stopped moving. It was all I could do to get her and Roland away from you.
No. I would never do that. That can't be. It's impossible.
And Roland's going to move to potentially just to get between him and Isafa because it seems like he's starting to rage.
I'm gonna start running forward. Where is she? I will heal her.
Stop!
No,
You need to keep your distance.
I can bring her back, I promise.
Ronald, our hero is many things, but have you ever known him to tell a lie?
Just please let me see her.
Crow will step aside
He goes to move
and
past
motion,
Roland.
like sort of gesture in her direction.
Roland's pretty much going to stand aside as well, but keep a very close eye.
So I'm gonna run up to where she's lying on the ground and just immediately fall next to the cart and place both of my hands out and just start just pumping like cure wounds into her, trying to undo what damage was done.
It seems the magics that you hold are not sufficient to the task, which is why we're taking her to the town, to Elturel, where we head anyway. We're hoping that perhaps
Yes,
meeting up
Elturel. Your human cities often have people who will cast spells for coin. Someone there should be able to raise her from her slumber.
it is possible, and if we meet with
Quick! And he pulls out his pouch and he starts dumping the contents on the ground in front of him. How many coins do you have?
Well, I have a number of coins, but we may be able to
Which number?
circumvent at least part of the cost. A little
Humans
short of
in your
300.
greed. Usually, spells that return those from death, they require a great number of coin.
Indeed.
I have, and you see him kind of separating into little piles. And he's got 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 500 coins. We need double this.
I have 250 myself.
And I have a little less than 300. So between us, it seems that we would have enough.
I'm gonna look on Isifa's body. She has nearly 300 as well. We have the means. We just need to get her to town.
Indeed. That's where we're headed before these
I lift her body from the cart.
vagabonds decided to...
And I start to wrap it in my winter blanket. And you can see it's Rano's full intention to carry her the entire way to Elturel.
All right. Crow will hop onto the cart and start moving it to follow along, and then he'll suggest that perhaps being on the cart would be faster.
Roland's going to hop in the back of the cart and just pretty much put his short swords away and offer to help Isla back into the cart.
I kind of like turn my back to you, still cradling her body. I will do this. I need to do this.
Alright, everyone's jumping on the cart. Ronald is carrying Asifa. What are you guys doing with the rest of the horses?
They pull the cart, right?
It'll take maybe 2 to pull the cart. Leosin paid for you guys all to have a horse.
That's fine. I mean, we can just tie them to the back of the cart and they'll follow it. That's how transporting horses works.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
How far are we from Elturel?
You guys had traveled maybe 2 days before the first attack, and the morning after the next day is when you guys had the next attack. By the time you reach Elturel, you guys will have benefited from a long rest.
I'm glad you said that, because I blew all my spells.
Oh, is it just a straight shot to there? Okay. So one thing that Crow does every single night is before they bed down to like sort of rest and everything, he'll recover some of his key points, and then he'll spend some of them to give himself dark vision for 8 hours, so that he'll be able to see in the dark over the course of the night, even if he's resting.
Okay.
This is something that he'll be doing from now on. Like, so over the course of the night, he'll always try and make sure that he's got dark vision active.
For 8 hours?
Yeah.
Which means it would wear off like noon in the middle of the day.
I guess.
If he cast it on himself in the morning, it'd wear off by noon. The way he worded it, he was using any key points he had to give himself dark vision before bedding down.
Right. Which means he would cast it at the start of the rest, when he goes to bed.
No, I just rest for an hour before the long rest. And that's assuming that I don't still have key points. If I do have key points, I'll just spend them and then rest.
Alright, anywho. Elturel!
Alright. Yes, you guys are now making it to Elturel, which is quite easy to see because there is a large light that is illuminating everything. Doesn't matter if it's day or night. It is the most distinguishing feature of the city.
You said it just hovers above the city?
Its most distinguishing feature is a brilliant magical light that hovers above it, illuminating it day and night.
It's awfully flamboyant. I like the style. Though I'm more accustomed to the shadows myself.
All right, so we needed to find Leosin, but I believe we need to find clerics first.
Well, if we find
So-
Leosin, he might be able to put us in touch with a cleric that can
Rano doesn't wait.
do
He's still
the,
carrying Isafa's
ceremony.
body. He's just gotta. Is there anyone on the street?
It is a large city filled with merchants, river traders, farmers markets. It's not hard to find people.
I'm just gonna walk up to the closest person, whoever they are. You! I require spellcasting services. Direct me to your nearest clerics.
The first person you walked up to was wearing fine dressed clothes. They look at what you're carrying with a look of disgust, point off in a direction as they're like turning their head and like shunning you type, but they're giving you a general direction of where to go.
Name! Who am I looking for? Growl at her.
Clerics, and they run off because yeah, they don't like being growled at either.
And turn back to the party. I need your coin.
Okay.
Roland's going to give him the 250 coin.
Yeah, Angry Crow will hand over his coin.
508 plus 250
So
plus...
280. He'll keep 4 for walking around money, just in case.
Alright. So with 1,000 coins in pocket, I am walking, still Isafa bundled up in the winter blanket. One arm is wrapped around her, holding her close to me, and then the other arm, still wrapped around her, has the pouch with all the coins in it. So it's like, I have like a death grip on them both. And then I'm gonna march towards the, where the woman pointed.
Roland's following behind only because with that much gold in one place, he doesn't trust very many people around here.
I guess Crow is probably going to try and find somewhere to put the cart. I'm assuming that the streets aren't wide enough for us to go through with a cart and 5 horses all tied together. If we're going into like the city proper.
Basically, the way you guys had them configured, you would be able to still follow behind with the horses and the cart.
Okay, cool.
It's not taking up the entire street, just a large portion of
Cool. Then Crow will continue on.
it. All right, word of you guys' appearance in town has spread. And you are met by what looks like a dwarf, heavy armor. I'm trying to show a picture for Omthar.
You got it. I'm gonna try and walk right past him.
Hold, travelers, where are you going and what are you doing with the dead body?
She is a comrade of ours, fallen in combat. I seek a cleric to restore her to life. Please, you must assist me, sir.
Well, based on the description of the ones that are here, it sounds like people that Leosin was waiting for. So, yes, follow me, and he will lead you guys to where the clerics are.
Okay. On the way there, Crow will kind of sidle up next to him and say, I see you're a companion of Leosin then? The captured mouse?
Yes, we are working together on quite a few little ventures, and After we take care of your friend, then we can worry about talking with more about Leosin and drinking.
You see Crow's eyebrow raise, and he cracks a slight smile at the sound of that. Okay then. Seems that we'll have business before and after. Excellent. And he'll just kind of whistle a jaunty tune as they travel through the town.
So where is he taking us?
He's guiding you guys to a temple of Torm.
Right.
When you guys get there, he says that they will take them, and some people come out and they take her.
You see, I don't want to hand it over. I will come with you and assist in the ritual if necessary.
No, assistance won't be necessary. They know how to do their job. They can take care of it.
You must allow me to help. I am partial to blame.
What do you mean you are partial to blame?
It is a long set of circumstances that our friend happened to fall. I rather not discuss it, but I must see that she be okay.
Crow will stand up at this point and said, I would suggest that you allow him to travel along with you, if only to put himself at ease.
Well, she is dead, and it looks like she's been dead for a couple days now. If he's partially to blame, I really don't want him around our clerics. How about if we go over to the pair of black antlers, have a stiff drink, and you tell me what happened?
I think
I refuse.
Rona will be reluctant to travel. I can talk to you about what's gone on. I can promise that as long as no harm comes to Rona, that he will act in a civilized manner, lest his anger and insults cause a disturbance in the resurrection of our friend. And as he says this, he kind of casts a stern gaze over towards Rona.
And Roland's going to speak and just say, and I will stay with Rano just as a protection piece for everybody.
I need no babysitter, child.
And neither do our healers and our clerics. She will be fine.
But I have other business with them. I'm gonna pull out the berserker axe and throw it on the ground in front of me. This accursed object is to blame. And I hold my hands up like shaking in front of me. I need you to free me from its burden.
Okay. Just let our healers take your friend.
They don't want to.
One of you needs to go talk to one of the clerics in charge about payment for this.
That will be me. I have the necessary coin. I will stay.
And I thought you wanted
Every fucking time.
a cursed weapon.
I'll take the coin to the cleric. You stay and get yourself
I know.
healed.
He mows like every single
Roland
day.
can watch over the both of you, and we'll meet back here and then head to the Black Antlers to talk to Anthar. Does that sound reasonable? Of
I
course
don't
it does.
see why he needs to go in with my clerics, but I will meet
Uh,
you guys at the Black Antler when you conclude your business here.
All right. And you see Crow sort of cartwheel off the cart, hopping down to the ground, and waits with hand outstretched for the bag of coins.
The one cleric that you hand the coins to takes it and right off the bat says that you guys are short without even counting them.
Is this what you're gonna do, Giz? Ha! Leave it to the greedy human to demand more coins in payment. I need someone else to count them. All of our party have verified the amount of coins in that satchel. It should be plenty.
For a raise dead and remove a curse, it's a little short. The cleric that you're handing the money to is most firm on this point.
Well, at this point, I'm gonna take the 291 off of Isifa's body, since I hadn't done that yet. How much more do you require?
Roughly 300. This bag feels like it's only got about 1,000 in it. It's gonna be almost 1,300.
Actually, total, after what they gave me, I have 1034. And then with Isifa's 290. Hey, look at that, 1,300. So I will pony up the extra 300 gold. Greedy human.
The cleric reevaluates the bag and says, yes, this will cover both costs.
Save my friend.
Bring the weapon and come with me, and these clerics will take care of the curse, while the other clerics and healers will take care of your friend.
All right.
You will be good to go by the time your curse is gone.
So I bring the weapon, follow the one, and then where do we go? What are we doing? You want me to stop torturing you?
I could, but not going to.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, the curse is lifted. You are no longer attuned to it or cursed by it.
Alright. I'm going to keep the axe. I'm not going to reattune to it, but I am going to keep such a powerful and dangerous item close to me.
Alright. You hear... Okay, this is directed at just Asifa. Hearing sounds of combat. Everything's quiet. You are now fully rested, but the last thing you heard was combat. What do you...
Get up and start reaching for my weapons and looking around and expecting to be on the battlefield.
In the room you are in, you see a bunch of various races, clerics, healers.
With an 8, I'm not sure I do.
Oh no, you see them, you just don't know
Okay.
where you're at. I mean, they were all
And
huddled
so-
around you, bringing you back.
And are my weapons anywhere near me? Because I'm going to be scrambling, reaching for weapons and trying to get to my feet and not really noticing what I'm looking at and getting very confused.
So I'm pretty much hanging back, and in the like outside the rooms. Am I able to hear this commotion going on?
Yeah, you could hear them casting the spells, and the next thing you know, you hear what sounds almost not quite like a battle roar, but you can tell it's definitely Asifa, and she is awake and frantic.
Okay.
Oh, rage! Rage! Everybody take 2 points of damage or whatever it is.
All right, Roland's rushing in.
3.
Okay, Roland's rushing in, and then yelling, "Asifa, Asifa, stop! You're safe now."
What? Where's my swords? Where's my swords?
Calm. We're in Elturel. He's like, we had to get you healed. Just calm down.
And in
So-
response to you going into rage and burning everybody in the room for 2 points of fire damage, I would say roll initiative, but instead one of the clerics in the back casts mass healing word on everybody in the room.
And so Asifa starts calming down. Somebody is still breathing very heavily, kind of half panicked, half kind of jittery looking, wild-eyed, and sort of looking around her and just not comprehending what she's seeing at all.
Roland's going to do his best to kind of explain to Isifa of the events that have occurred and what's going on and why she's here to help try and calm her mind.
And
Wait, what?
And pretty much end with like, yes, Rano is in the other room. He's being healed of his accursed objects. Come. It's like, come join the rest of the party. There's still much more to this. And Roland's going to kind of like lead Asifa like out of the room.
And so Asifa follows, still shaky, jittery, still kind of, twitchy. Twitchy's probably a good description of it.
I think this would be a good time for me to come out the other room. Hey. So carrying the Berserker axe still on my back, I'll walk out and see Isifa and Roland starting to exit the room. I'm gonna run up and I'm just gonna wrap her up in the biggest hug that I can.
Roland, can I get a perception check, please? Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, that's going to be so bad.
Asifa, I will also need a perception check from you with disadvantage.
Although the last thing that I remember was that I was worried about Rano. I mean, yeah, there was combat, but I was really worried about Rano. I have a 0.
Yeah, I see that. So what are you going to do now that he's giving this big, gigantic hug?
Like, Rano, are you okay?
I'm so sorry I hurt you.
Why do you still have the axe?
You don't see it. You got a 4 on your perception check.
Oh, okay. I thought he was carrying it.
He is, but I wanted to know if you noticed it or not.
I am quite large.
Got
Wait, no, I lost my place.
Let's see, where were we? Are you okay?
No, I feel great regret over what happened. On my ancestors, I will atone for this.
But what did happen?
He just kind of stares down at the ground in shame. At this point, I will reach behind me and grab the battle axe and pull it up in front and show them. It was this!
And now we all start scrambling back.
Why do you still have it?
It is far too dangerous to leave in the hands of these humans.
And so far, it's been far too dangerous in your hands.
It matters not. The magic has been broken. There is no harm in simply carrying it, I think. Even though he kind
It
of
would be best
whispered.
if you found a way to destroy it.
Well, I'm sure, but do you know of any way to destroy a magical weapon? Or an enchantment placed on such a weapon? I know there are magics, quite complex, that can do so, but we do not have the means or the resources to even consider that at a moment. So, until then, I keep it with me.
But where's everybody else?
I believe we are to meet them in a tavern. The Black Antlers, if I recall correctly.
Yes, that is correct. We should start heading that way.
Are you okay to walk? I have no problem carrying you if need be.
No. I'm fine. But where
No,
are
no,
my
no,
swords?
no,
Where are my
you-
swords? And I start panicking again.
You have them. We have all your supplies. But there is no way. You just came back from the dead. It must surely have been an ordeal. Please let me assist. And he kind of leans down as if to scoop her up.
As I scramble back a bit. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
You see, he kind of like just like he looks like sad.
And while they're taking care of the stuff at the temple, Crow, what are you doing?
Krill was waiting outside the temple with the cart and everything, waiting for them to deal with stuff, and then meet up with them once they get outside. While he was out there, he probably got bored quite quickly and started juggling like some of his daggers and things, just to pass the time. So as they step outside, they'll just see him messing around, juggling daggers in the air, occasionally kind of springing off the side of the cart to catch them higher up and things like that.
All right. As they walk outside, Crow, can I get a perception, please?
Sure.
You guys suck.
First thing you notice is Osifa is standing. Second thing you notice is he still has that axe strapped to his back.
Okay. So Crow's still kind of juggling that as they sort of come out. You see him start snatching them out of the air and putting them back in their holsters. Seeing nobody having any sort of alarm at the minute, he'll approach and see Isiva. So it appears the clerics have done their work then. How fare ye?
Give her her space. She's quite ill. Don't crowd her.
There's nothing wrong with a friend showing concern for a comrade.
Yes, but we've already
There is no
pestered her with
crowding.
these questions. I'm sure that she would much prefer just to rest. Yes, Isiva?
And Asifa puts her hand on Rano's arm to still him. It's okay.
He shuts up.
I'm okay, she says, as she's still kind of shaky and still kind of twitchy. But I'm okay. Where are the others? Where's Lou? Where's Finrond?
Oh well, when Rana was taken in his grips of madness, Lou ran away.
But where did he run to?
I haven't the foggiest. I tried to follow after him with the cart with you and Roland on the back of it, but he was nowhere to be found. So I continued onto Elturel.
I'm sure that he's here somewhere. He knew that this is where we were going. And it's the only town on the road where he was headed. He surely is here somewhere.
And I'm sure his mischief will get him noticed soon enough.
Or his cowardice.
Be nice.
You see Crow just kind of shrug and smile. So then, off to the Black Antlers. Oh, by the way, you still have the axe? Were the clerics successful in parting you from its magic?
Yes, I am no longer bound to its madness. But it is far too dangerous to leave lying around. We will take it with us until we find a better way to dispose of it, or to use it.
See Crow again, this kind of really over the top acting like he's thinking about it for a moment, and he kind of snaps his fingers. A sound plan. Okay then, off to meet the captured mouse and the armored pig.
And Asifa blinks. What?
You know, Leosin.
Crow talks in riddles. The half-elf that we rescued at the dragon camp. He is here with a new friend, a dwarf named Anthar. We are to meet with them to find out what to do next.
Okay.
Human, actually, I shouldn't give them beards. I was basing
Well, you
my
did-
decision off the picture.
You did say
Well,
he was
he's-
sort of like
He's
a
very
dwarf.
Yeah, he
squat,
does look like a
right?
Yeah.
Screw it, in our headcanon, he's totally a dwarf.
So Roland's going to pretty much point Isfa is like, let's grab your gear before we move any further. Do you need any help carrying some of the load?
She said she doesn't need any help. I've already offered.
And she puts her hand on Rano's arm. It's okay.
You see Crow lean over
Sorry.
towards Roland.
Just get so angry.
Are we Are we sure the clerics did their work?
That's still to be determined.
I mean, he was grumpy before, but
Well, maybe I'm not the only one who's a little twitchy. And I want my things. Where are my things?
Rano
Right,
runs to the cart, starts scooping them up, and then Hut, just runs over to Hugh. Here, I have them. Do you need help? I can help you.
I don't need help. I got it. I got it. Just here. I got it. And I start strapping them up.
All right, now that you're fully equipped, what are you guys gonna do?
To the bar.
Well, we should find some place to put this cart, horse, and 3 dragon eggs that we have.
Wasn't the plan always to give the dragon eggs to Leosin?
that's
Yeah,
what
he
we were
fell
going to do, yeah. So we need to take them
To
we need
the
to take them to him anyway.
bar.
That's why Crow didn't want to leave the cart.
All right, so heading to the bar.
All right, as you guys approach the tavern, a pair of black antlers, you can see a couple monks out front dressed the same way Leosin is always dressed. They stop you and say that they will take the cart with the eggs on it.
Rano sees no problem with this. He wants to be free of the burden of having to babysit the eggs.
So I take it you gentlemen are acquainted with Leosin then, considering that you wear similar garb. Forgive my mistrust, but these are dangerous things to just be passing off to people that don't announce themselves.
My apologies. I thought you would have recognized me. I guess maybe I should put my arm back in a sling and bandages back on my face. That way you recognize me from
Four
Greenhouse.
level 4s.
Ha! It's the
I
mouse!
think.
And he kind of hops down on the off the cart and kind of pats him on the shoulder. So, are you still after that cheese, little mouse?
Yeah, 4 level 4s. Ignore this one. He speaks in tongues. It's just as confusing as you can imagine.
Well, considering I spend all my time with monks, I'm used to confusing, and yeah, he is.
Maybe,
But yes, we will take the eggs.
maybe he will make more sense once we have had some ale.
Or at least you'll think he's making more sense.
Mm-hmm.
You see Crow just kind of smile, spin, and stride happily into the bar. Kind of prancing a bit like a jester, and as he steps in, you see him stop and very theatrically start sort of puts his hand up to his forehead like he's shielding his gaze from the sun as he casts his gaze around the bar, sees the actual bar itself, points at it and says "Aha!" and strides towards it.
You get about halfway across when Leosin calls you from a booth back in the corner.
How did he get past me?
He was in the bar before you guys. That was his apprentice out front. The one that sent you.
Oh, okay.
God.
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't have called him the little mouse if he was the apprentice, because that's not who he is. He's the little bird with the broken wing.
Ronald's just gonna pop him in the back of the head and move into the bar.
Back in the corner of the bar, you can see Leosin sitting at a very large table with Onthar. More than enough room for your entire party. A couple seats extra, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Crow will fetch himself a drink and then head over to the table.
And Asifa also, sort of sits down with her party members and sits kind of hunched in on herself.
I'll make sure to sit next to Isafa. I forgot how to say your name.
Roland's going to, but he's not planning to drink.
As we all sit down at the table, I'm gonna take out the remainder of all of our wealth and divide it back among the party. It's 25 gold coins
Each or total?
total.
So 5 each, roughly. 1, 2. There's only 4 of us.
6. Yep, 6 gold coins, and then I'll go and I'll make change at the bar and give everybody.
Oh look, I still have some
was
silver
that
and
2
copper.
silver, 5 copper?
As you guys sit down at the table, Onthar leans forward, looking directly at Asifa. So, how are you feeling? You definitely look a lot better than the first time I saw you when you first got to town.
And she looks a little startled and said, I'm sorry, what? Who are you? And she looks a little blankly at him.
My apologies, I didn't realize introductions haven't been done. My name is Onthar Froom. I'm a paladin of Torm. Working with Leosin, we have a lot to discuss, like what you guys found in the caves.
Leosin's men have taken what we found. Are you asking us to describe to you? Shouldn't you know already? He kind of stands up, reaching for his weapon. It is a buster!
Asifa puts a hand on his arm.
Yes?
It's okay.
How do you know? Shouldn't he... And I, like, pull out my mace. I'm, like, pointing at him with it. Like, shouldn't he already know what we found in the cave?
We know of the dragon eggs that you guys had on the cart. Other than that, you haven't told us what else was going on. I mean, what did you find? What happened?
Well, when we got to the camp, it seems that their entire band had dispersed, with save for a few stragglers, carrying heavy burdens off to, what was it, the north?
Yes.
Off to the north. Following that, we entered the cave that was previously barred from us. We found a few small groups inside, and a woman in purple robes who seemed to command a great deal of respect. I believe her name was... Nope, it escapes me. I'm not very good with names. I just call her the Purple Banshee. Anyway, we dispatched her, We found the eggs. And that was about it. Something about moving the treasure somewhere. Though I can't remember where.
What is this you speak of?
The things that we found in the cave.
What is the question? I fail to understand.
I was just explaining what happened to our new friends here. Since that's the purpose of our visit here. Brief overview of what had previously transpired.
Why don't you tell us what you know first? You said there is much to speak of, yes? Did Kiss die?
Yes, there is a lot that we need to discuss, like what the dragon cult is doing, basically where they're bringing all the stuff that they're looting and ransacking from the villages and towns, where they're bringing it to, and why. Those are the two most important things we want to find out.
Didn't
Yes.
we have those notes?
By we, I don't know who actually has them. But I will point out that...
Did Finrod have them?
No.
Finrod had the poetry.
I'm pretty sure it was Lou.
Right. Who did
Lou
I have?
had the physical copies of the map.
So we've got to find him.
Or we could hand wave and say he totally gave it to me before he left the party, Kappa. Or we could just say, I've seen the map when we were in the dragon hatchery. It looks like they are running all of their equipment to the north. Past Waterdeep, it seems. Because that is true.
Yes, we need to know where in the north they're going with it. But there's time for talk later. It's time to relax. Celebrate the fact that your party member is back.
What do you propose?
With you saying that, Onthar puts his arm up on the table in an obvious arm wrestle gesture, looking directly at you.
Huh. The human fancies himself an equal of a furbolg. I accept your challenge, but only if you supply me with an ale first.
Onthar looks over at the bar, gets the bartender's attention, signals to the whole table, and the next thing you know, the serving they're bringing over around for everybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. As soon as that container hits Rano's hand, he throws it back and empties it.
Onthar lets out a big hearty laugh and stomps his elbow on the table a couple times to get your attention to his arm right there.
Haha, fine. And I reach my hand up and grab him. How you want to do this? Contested athletics?
Strength or athletics?
Sure. And what's up? What's up, man?
Best he can do is 23.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Your best is not good enough to beat Rano. Ah, ha, ha.
He signals to the bartender again, slams his back, and the waitress brings over another round for the two.
Oh yeah, immediately empties it, and then it's been a long couple days. This is good. Keep coming, waiter.
And Allenfire slams his back and puts his arm back up again.
All right, and I'm gonna grab it and uh-oh.
This time he puts you down.
I'm gonna like half smile and I point at him. Oh.
At this point, Crow's kind of gonna hop up from the table, go stand at the edge, and get a really like sort of close-up view of the two of them. This is getting exciting.
Roland's going to slide his ale over towards Rano. Be like, drink up.
I'm going to well, first I'm gonna drink his ale, and then I'm going to put my right hand on his and get ready to play one more time. I'm gonna put my left hand on my heart, and I'm gonna tell him, this time I will ask my ancestors to guide me as I once again show you that Rano is strongest, as I cast guidance on myself to assist. What's up? What's up, man? Coming in hot.
Yeah, I'm checking what spells he has.
Oh, I get a nat one on my next one. Okay.
I still can't believe you're rolling at 20 again.
I am strong. And I'm gonna flex my furbolg muscles in. Then I let out a hearty laugh. Ha 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 ha! For a human, I enjoy your company. This was a much needed reprieve. Thank you.
He then signals to the bartender for another round.
Yes, yes. All the ale you can muster. Rano's thirst is deep tonight.
While this is going on, Leosin is going to walk over and stand next to Crow. And basically, he's going to tell you that this is good, that Rano or someone is getting on Froom's good side because it is beneficial to you guys to have him on your good side. Or to be on his good side.
So it would seem he has the ability to. Well, he
It
has
is-
the ear of.
It is 9 p.m.
Maybe
Who
if we
mows their grass
acquire
at
their
9
services in the
p.m.?
future, they might give us something of a discount.
And back at the table, when the next round comes, he immediately grabs his and slams it down. Rano?
Yes, yes, of course. Empty it.
And he starts putting his arm back up for again. Rono?
Yeah. I have a nat 1 from Twitch gods. They didn't like me winning all the time. So I lose.
Okay, well, he puts
You
your
lose
arm down.
spectacularly.
I don't know if
And he
you.
lets out a big laugh and signals to the bartender for another round.
I let you win that round, friend. I was embarrassed. I'm beating you too easily. Oh God, he wants to keep going. How many beers is that now? I lost track.
As you guys put your arm up on the table to go again, he's going to do one thing first. Let's try without guidance, pal.
That's okay. I still rolled a 21. Ha! I don't need magics to beat you.
I need a con save from Rono. Yeah, Onfar he's 3 sheets to the wind now.
Oh, no. You don't get to quit that easily. Barkeep, another. Anthar says he would like another round. She bring it.
Oh yes, they bring another round.
Then I set my hand up to wrestle him one more time. I start to talk. Back when my tribe still owned the Misty Forest, we spent our days in relative utopia. We would farm, and then we would hunt, and as he's talking, he rolls, and oh boy, I nat 1'd and tied what he rolled. So we're like, how do you want to? What is that? A tie? We just okay, cool.
The 6 was his con roll.
Oh, okay, so he beat me. It doesn't even register that I lose. We would do nothing else than, have contests of strength and skill, and we would make wine and mead from the berries and fruits of the forest. These were simpler times. But if you expect to outdrink old Rano, you'll be in for quite a shock. Another round, friend?
He says yes, but enough of the strength demonstration. I want to hear more about what exactly happened at Greenest and in the cave.
Of course.
And don't leave anything out. And you can tell his speech is extremely slurred.
Will you remember this story in the morning?
He looks over at Leosin. Absolutely.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of gesture with the to the rest of the group. You will help me fill in the gaps, yes?
Of course.
As best we can.
So, we were traveling late one night, and we saw the fire on the horizon. As we approached, we were able to see that it was the city of Greenest. It was burning. We had no choice. We ran forward to attempt to assist the people of Greenest. And as we arrived at the town, we saw that the cult of the dragon was attacking. We fought back best that we could, but it was a long night, and over many hours we found ourselves involved in a unknown amount of combat. But we persevered until at the end of the night there was a commander. Do you recall his name, anyone?
Indeed. Landradosa Cyanrath.
Cyanrath, that is right. The half-dragon. Blue he was. Arrogant and pompous. He said that if one of us would face him in honorable combat, then he would call off the attack on Greenest, as the night had already completed, and they had taken everything they desired. I strode out bravely onto the battlefield, and unfortunately, it did not go well for us. And he looks kind of embarrassed as he says it. The next day, the cult had gone. Greenest was in ruins, and the mayor asked us to investigate, to follow the path that the cult had left, to try and determine their motivation and where they would go. We had many encounters along the road, and it was on the way that we found Leosin's apprentice, told us he was being held captive. We infiltrated their camp, and after some setbacks, we managed to barely escape and free Leosin in the process. Did I forget anything?
When you say that Leosin immediately chimes up, well, don't you mean you got yourself captured before we escaped?
Well, not all of us.
That is what I said.
However, I hasten to add that even though the little mouse here was caught in the trap, he still wanted to nibble at that cheese.
More riddles.
Well, yes, we need to know exactly what they're doing with the gold, where they're bringing it, why.
Well, after we infiltrated the camp and escaped, we went back the next day. See, our time in the camp, it looked like the cult was getting ready to move. And when we returned, they were gone. We went through the dragon hatchery where we found the eggs. It looked like there was a few stragglers from the cult left behind. And it was after examining some of I can only imagine to be one of their commanders, we found the map, which showed the route they were taking. And if memory serves me correctly, I think they are taking all of their pilfered provisions to Castle Nertar.
Furlan Mondoth.
Yes, that was her name. She is dead now. She will plague us no longer. But, crew, was it Castle Nertar? Was that where they were taking all the belongings?
The name sounds familiar. I believe so.
And Roland's going to give a nod, and just simply say, "Yes, that is where one of the stragglers were that we captured in questions said that they were going."
Well, they've definitely got a head start on you guys, on all of us. And you guys
Indeed.
can hear snoring coming from the corner of the booth where
I
he's
don't
sitting.
snore.
He's passed out.
Oh, he snores. Okay.
Krill will turn to Leosin and say, A little bit of a head start they might have, but not too much. And besides, a group traveling so heavily laden could not move fast. They shouldn't be too difficult to follow.
With all the caravans that go through here, it is easy for them to hide and blend in with the other caravans.
Hmm.
True, but if we know where they're going, then that should make it a little easier for us to find them.
Well, is that what you believe they will do? That they will try to travel this distance with the caravan?
Arkham wakes up and says, "We can discuss that later." And he signals to the bartender for another round.
Hmm. I think you've had enough, friend.
I do not know the meaning of this word enough.
I fear for your human liver. If you ingest much more, you will surely die.
It's just a few stiff drinks. I'll be fine.
Well then, and he grabs the ale and continues to throw him back.
Can I get a con save?
From me, yeah.
Yep, from you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the effect. He puts his arm back up on the table again.
Guys, I am very sorry about what happened on the road. We were telling our story, yes, or that is what happened next. We we traveled through the the hatchery, and then when we were on the road, we found this, and I pull out the axe and I bury it into the table. This accursed thing. And Isifa, and I start shaking her to wake her up. Isifa, hey, hey, hey,
And
Isifa.
Isafa startles and shrieks
No, shh, it's okay.
and starts reaching for her swords.
No, none of that. I just want to say, I am so sorry for killing you.
Okay. Okay.
No, it is not okay. It is not okay. There is no honor in that combat. I I have shamed all my ancestors, and I swear to you that for the rest of my days I will ensure that as little harm will come to you as possible.
Upon seeing you bury your axe into the table, he grabs it, yanks it out, hands it back, He
Oh.
then signals to the bartender and says, "We need a new table." And people from the back start actually moving in a rush to switch to a good table. So you guys all need to stand up, back away while they switch out the table to one that doesn't have a big X mark in it. And then they slide the chairs back up, and you guys can sit back down.
You can see that Crow is visibly disappointed in this action. If Antar questions him about it, he would say that the table bears the marks of, they were the stories of the night, and to simply swap it out for a clean slate is to do a dishonor and a disservice to the tale.
And Umpire looks at you and just nods. Yes, yes. Now everyone sit back down.
But Isifa. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, I need a dex check for everybody that just sat back down. At disadvantage for Isifa because she just dropped into her chair.
Did you say check or save? Oh, save. Okay.
Crow didn't sit back down.
Asifa, the chair gave way as if someone had replaced it with a chair with faulty legs. You know, typical high school prank style stuff, and Omthar started laughing hysterically at seeing you fall.
I would very much like to try to use my reaction to stop her from falling.
At a disadvantage because you failed your last drunk check.
Oh no. So what? Dex check? Save? Something?
Yeah, we'll go another dex save. Nope.
What's up with all the deleted
Asifa,
messages?
you are
When you
sitting
try to
next
steal
the
from another
all the
person
players
and you
party
fail, you
given
get timed out
all
for a
been
second.
ready to fall.
So that's
Yours was
the...
the only one that actually fell.
Isifa, are you okay? Oh my god. Oh god. Did you hit your head? And I start leaning down, and you can see, like, as I'm coming towards you, I'm magicking up good berries, and I've got one in my hand and I'm trying to shove it in your face. Here, you have to eat it. Put this in your mouth. It'll make you feel better. Eat the berry. Isifa. Isifa. Hey. Hey.
Roland's going to stand up and just pretty much say, "It's like, I think it might be best to find her accommodations for the night. So, she needs some serious rest."
Indeed. I think
I will
I'll
do it.
find
And I
a
scoop
room
her
as
up.
well. I think I'll find a room as well. Find
Good
that
friend.
joke in poor taste, given her circumstances.
Where do we take her?
And Crow will turn and walk away.
Start looking around frantically. I'll follow Crow.
Bar signals to the bar, and they send someone over to let you guys know that your room is prepared, and will lead you guys to your room for the night.
Crow will ask loud enough for Anthar to hear. The beds aren't rigged to spring us up into the ceiling, are they? I think Isov has had enough excitement for one day.
Wait,
Upon hearing that,
he did that?
Started laughing and said, "No, but thanks for the idea for next time."
Crow will turn and smile at him kind of mischievously. He says, "Don't worry, I have ideas too." And we'll just wink at him as he smiles and walks off.
So did we get a nice long rest?
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna follow Crow up to the room and gently place you into your bed. Cover you up with like all your blankets, and then I take Crow's blankets and Roland's blankets, and I just start heaping them on top of you. Just, are you comfortable? Are you? Is this enough? Here, you can have mine too. And I, poof.
And Asafet just sort of pulls her and takes her sword belt off, and just kind of wraps herself around her swords and lies down, and is just sort of quietly crying.
Crying. Hey,
And then she closes her eyes.
hey, what? Why are you doing that?
And she just reaches out with her eyes still closed, just reaches out and sort of pats it at Ronald. It's okay. It's okay. And she drifts off to sleep.
Rano is going to sit on the floor and kind of prop his back against her bed, and then he's just kind of like sitting up like that.
So was it just one room that we're all sleeping in?
Yeah, we're bunkmates.
Okay. Then Roland's going to sit in front of the door on the floor and go into his trance for sleeping.
Okay. And Giz is saying that that's where we're gonna call it for the night, on a long rest, right?
Yes, on a long rest.
Okay. Well then, thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. And in case you weren't already aware, this is the last stream that we are going to have until the 18th, when I return from vacation. So I will not be here. I'm going to miss you all very greatly. I'm not going to be in Discord or on Twitter or anything. I'm promise myself I'm going to completely cut off from everything, and I'm just going to kind of leave it up to the mods to keep things running without me. In the meantime, though, if you do miss us, there are going to be replays running on the channel. Okay, starting on Monday, and then literally running 24 hours a day until I come back, are going to be reruns from Princes of the Apocalypse, The Thick Boys, and I believe the first couple episodes of Hoard of the Dragon Queen. So if you really need to get your D&D fix, hop on in, and something will be running for you to pay attention to, okay? Thank you all so very much. I appreciate all of the support, and I will see you guys later.